My name is Daniel Adeshino. This presentation is for an extra credit for Professor Cohen's class in AP1. I will be talking about Lou Gehrig's disease and just give you a brief intro about what we'll be talking about. Lou Gehrig's disease is a neuromuscular disease named after the famous Yankee baseball player. He was first baseman and was also one of the biggest hitters for his time. Lou Gehrig was one of the prominent figures, one of the most famous people that died of the disease. That's why it's more widely known in the United States as Lou Gehrig's disease. Otherwise, this disease is actually known as the amyotrophic lateral disease. And throughout this presentation, I will be touching on some key points. I will be talking about what the ALS is, or Lou Gehrig's disease, facts to know about it, who does Lou Gehrig's disease, who does it affect, diagnosing Lou Gehrig's disease, and different forms of disease and also different symptoms. What is Lou Gehrig's disease? Lou Gehrig's disease is a neuromuscular disease. Outside the United States, it's known as amyotrophic lateral sclerosis and also the motor neuron disease. It's according to the stats, 1 in every 50,000 people is affected in the United States with this disease, which is also hereditary, and that's caused by the mutation in chromosome 21, in which we have talked about in class as far as mutation in chromosomes. Facts to know. Lou Gehrig's disease is a non-contagious disease. It's not like if you sit next to somebody, they'll sneeze, you catch it, or through body fluids or anything like that. It could affect anyone, anybody, anywhere. And Lou Gehrig's disease is so severe that after diagnosis, your life expectancy is usually between 2 to 5 years after diagnosis of the disease. Who gets Lou Gehrig's disease? Lou Gehrig's disease, like I said earlier, is nerve and muscle disease. 15 new cases a day in the United States, and according to the ALSA.org database, around 30,000 Americans currently have this disease. Out of those 30,000, 60% are men, and 93% are usually Caucasians. Diagnosing Lou Gehrig's disease. There isn't a specific type of test to take to determine if you have the disease. That's why you have to go through an elimination process, which usually you go through a whole bunch of x-rays, MRIs, the muscle and nerve biopsy, and also the neurological examination. There are two different forms of the Lou Gehrig's disease right now. You have the sporadic and also the familial. And as far as the sporadic, that basically means anyone could catch it, anywhere, anytime. It doesn't choose what ethnicity that's gonna catch it. This could just happen to anybody at any time. And as far as the familial, this is when it gets inherited and gets passed down from parents to the offspring, and there's a 50% chance the mutated gene is passed down, but out of that 50%, only 5 to 10 actually develops into this chronic disease, and only 5-10% people of the offspring actually suffers from it. Symptoms usually starts with muscle weakness. difficulty breathing because of your muscles. This disease actually affects the muscles, so it's going to affect anything that has to do with skeletal muscle, your cardiac muscles. You have difficulty swallowing, uncontrolled movements, which is almost something like the Parkinson's disease. There's a lot of twitching also. So when you get any of these, as when they get worse, potentially it could be Lou Gehrig's disease.